Back at my parents' house. Been a minute, but I got my Thunderbird here, and I had to finish putting the windows. I put the driver's side door window in, but I had to roll it up, and the passenger quarter window, I had to put that in because there's freaking cats getting in there. So, and then there's a plate that goes where the steering goes through the firewall. There's a plate that was not on there. I think that's actually how they were getting in, but that's back on there. And I got the front, I got both sides on ramps, all four tires up on ramps to look at what I got to do to take the transmission out. So that's where I'm at. So last time I was here, actually put this window in. I don't have the motor in it yet, but I was able to roll it up by hand. I still need to get the weather stripping and all that stuff, but the motor goes right in there. I have it. I haven't put it in. But yeah, there was cat stuff all up in here. I got to clean that. And on the passenger side too. You see it, the seats are all dirty and stuff. Muddy cat prints. And I put that quarter window in. There's a huge gap right here. It's not a big deal because I know cats ain't gonna get through there, but it's not sitting in like this one is. It's sitting more that way. So I gotta figure that out. But it's up, it's wedged in, it's not going anywhere. I got it up on ramps. I got just enough room to get under there to see what I got to do. I think I all but confirmed that this is a 9-inch rear end in here, which makes sense because I think the 390 that the guy put in has 350 horsepower and like 400 torque or something like that. And the 8 inches, which I've been doing research with my buddy, the Mustangs, 66 Mustangs had 8-inch or 9-inch, depending. I think the K codes had 9-inch. Anyway, 8-inch, we looked it up, can only handle about 300 pounds of torque. So it makes sense that these that had the bigger motors, 352s, I believe they came with, it makes sense that they would have the 9-inch rear ends. All right, I'm gonna take you underneath there so you can see what I'm looking at. All right, so as you can see, I'm pretty sure that's a 9-inch rear end. That bottom, that round part where the drive shaft goes in is really big, so I'm fairly certain that's a 9-inch. Yeah, it's leaking a little bit too. So anyway, I gotta take the drive shaft off. I gotta undo that the U-joint there. Drop the drive shaft. I actually have to take the exhaust off too, because the exhaust, so you can see H is right here and the cone of the transmission is way back here. So I gotta drop the exhaust. So I gotta take it off of the manifold. Here's my cross member. I gotta take that off to get the transmission out. I gotta drain the transmission fluid out. There's a plate on the front side of the bell housing that you can take off to get to the bolts for the um, torque converter. So yeah, so I'm gonna work on taking the exhaust out. I'm gonna undo these and then find the hangers in the back. These are messed up too. These are cooked. I gotta get new ones. Cherry bombs, I guess. I don't know what they're called. But I gotta get new ones of those. So I think maybe even at this point, get the exhaust out. I'll take the stock manifolds off and get some headers for this thing. And maybe redo the piping here. So yeah, that's where I'm at. So I gotta undo the hangers in the back, undo these, get this out of the way, and then I'll drop the drive shaft out, and then undo the rest of the piping from the manifold, get those out of the way, and then get to the transmission. So yeah, gotta waste systematically. I'll keep you in the loop. All right, first step done. Got the drive shaft out. Those these little shackles, they actually came off really easy. I was a little concerned, but whatever. So yeah, I think I might take that apart and maybe see if I can replace the seals or something on there, but that's later. So yeah, this thing just slides right off. Be careful of the U-joint caps. They will come off and all the little needle bearings inside there will fall out. So just know that. Probably gonna throw some duct tape on it just to hold them. And now I'm thinking I could take those. I sprayed some WD on those clamps. If I can get them off, cool. I'm thinking I still might have to cut it. Maybe right at that bend right there, or we'll see. I've been looking at this pipe while I was under here taking the drive shaft out, and there's just holes everywhere in this, so I'm gonna have to replace all of this anyway. So I sprayed those clamps up on the exhaust. If you follow the exhaust pipe, I sprayed those clamps. They're not holding pipe together. They're for the hanger. You can see that hanger up there. Same thing on the other side. So I'm gonna undo the hangers. I'm gonna undo those hangers first, and then the hangers in the backpack. I don't know if you can't see them, but there's another set of hangers near the back bumper. So yeah, that's what's next. I wonder why that's there. What is it clamping? Oh, there's already a hole in it, and he patched it. All right, keep on keeping on. So for whatever reason, this U-joint has some sort of clip holding these caps on. I've never seen that before. I mean, I haven't really done this a lot, but I haven't seen that before. It's interesting. All right, so I got the exhaust out. There's the tailpipes, the ends, up over the axles right here, over the rear axle. Exhaust, I cut right in front of the exhaust, where those clamps were. He actually welded this side on, so I just cut them both because I didn't want to try fighting that. I'm sure it was rusted on there. So now I just have the H pipe, right, because the H part was right in front of these, And I think I can undo either side of the exhaust and just drop it from right there, and it should clear my way to the transmission. All right, so I got the exhaust out. It's out of my way. Cut it off right after the H, like I was saying, and then I think I can unbolt it from the manifolds and just drop it. Doesn't look like there's anything in the way. That way I can keep that geometry when I go to replace it. Ooh, looks like one side's thicker. One side of that pipe is thicker than the other side. Or is that just illusion? I don't know. But yeah, so I'm gonna unbolt that from the manifold. Okay, so it was a kind of a struggle, but I got the rest of the exhaust out. See the manifold right there? On this side at least, I'm not getting over there. But the way is clear now for me to take this out. I took the plate off of the front side. You can see the flex plate with the torque converter bolt. You got to take, I think there's 3 or 4 bolts. So you got to rotate the engine to undo all the bolts for that, so I can pull it out. And then I have the coolant lines. You got a handle. They come back right here, right there. I'm gonna drain it. I think I can take, this is where the dipstick goes. I think I could take this off and it'll drain most of it before taking the pan off. So, and then I got this cross member. I got the cross member, and that's the e-brake cables, which is not hooked up. That's the lever that's got nothing on it, and then the cables go back to the brakes. But yeah, it's all cleared out. Now I can start working on getting the transmission out.